you are not impeaching a secretary. You are impeaching the Vice President for her conduct while in public service. The Vice President does not have any split personality.
So pakinggan natin mga kaibigan itong sinasabi ni Bene Abante, no? Kasi parang dinisdiscredit niya or nakikipagdebate siya sa punto ni Rufus Rodriguez na tama naman. Tapos ginagamitan tayo ng mga pangsimbahan na mga argumento. No, pakinggan natin.
To begin with, we recognize the endorsers of the fourth impeachment complaint, the Honorable Benny Abante and the Honorable Paulo Ortega, to make their manifestation with respect to their position on its sufficiency in substance.
Madam Chair, may I be allowed to please give my opening
You may
remarks?
proceed, Honorable Abante.
Madam Chair, distinguished colleagues, at mga kababayan po na nanonood ngayon sa ating live streaming, the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines begins with a simple but powerful principle. Ito'y inuulit-ulit po natin to. Public office is a public trust. Na gusto ko na yung dagdagan na hindi lang po ito public trust, kundi isang sacred trust. Sapagkat hindi natin maikakaila na ito po ibigay ng Panginoon sa atin. Hindi ito slogan. Hindi ito dekorasyon sa ating mga dokumento. Ito ang pundasyon ng ating demokrasya. In a democracy, leaders are accountable to the people. In a democracy, no official, no matter how powerful, is above the Constitution. And that is precisely why the Constitution gave Congress the power of impeachment. Because without accountability, democracy becomes something else. Without accountability, a republic begins to resemble a kingdom, where those in power answer to no one. We are not a dictatorship, Madam Chair. We are a democracy where we believe that we must be governed by laws made by Congress. Impeachment exists so that the people, through their representatives, Madam Chair, may ask the most serious question that can be asked of a public official. Are you still worthy of the trust given to you by the Filipino people? That is the question before us today. Let me be very clear. This proceeding is not about personalities. It is not about political factions. And it is certainly not about the political ambitions of someone who will run 2 years from now. It is about her responsibilities to the nation because of the office she occupies today, Madam Chair. It is about whether the serious allegations contained in this complaint deserve the full and sober examination that the Constitution requires. The complaint endorsed before this committee presents several grounds for impeachment. Let me explain them in the simplest terms possible so that every Filipino listening can understand what is at stake. Dahil kailangan malaman ng ating mga kababayan na hindi biro ang mga akusasyon laban sa Vice Presidente. Unang-una, the issue of transparency and unexplained wealth. Our Constitution requires public officials to disclose their assets through their statements of asset, liabilities, and net worth, what we call as SALN. Now, why is this important? Because the Filipino people deserve to know that those who serve them are not secretly enriching themselves. If a public official earns a certain salary, but their wealth grows far beyond what the salary could reasonably explain, then the people have the right to ask questions. This complaint alleges that certain bank accounts, property transactions, and cash holdings were omitted or understated in the Vice President's SALN. It further raises the possibility that her accumulated wealth may be disproportionate to her legitimate income. Now, if these allegations are true, Madam Chair and my colleagues, that is not a mere clerical error. Hindi po ito biro. This is not a joke. That is what the Constitution calls culpable violation. A willful disregard of the duty of transparency. Pangalawa, the alleged misuse of public funds. The complaint cites findings from the Commission on Audit regarding the use of confidential funds under the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education. Let us put the numbers in perspective, Madam Chair. More than 612 million pesos in confidential funds were placed under the authority of the Vice President across these offices. And one particular transaction has raised serious questions. 125 million pesos allegedly encashed and liquidated within just 11 days in December of 2022. 11 days, Madam Chair. In ordinary life, if someone withdrew that much money and claimed it was all spent in just a few days without clear receipts, without verifiable pays, people would naturally ask, saan po napunta ang pera? Oho. According to the complaint, some liquidation documents contain defective receipts, unverifiable pays, and irregular documentation. These are not small accounting errors, Madam Chair. Hindi po ito biro. Again, this is not a joke. When public funds are involved, every peso belongs to the Filipino people, and when hundreds of millions are spent without clear accountability, the public has the right to demand answers. Madam Chair, that is not free money. That is not a money coming from our own personal pockets. That is the money of the Filipino people. Di ba? The public money, akin nabanggit kahapon, is also a public trust. Kaya nga ang pangatlo, betrayal of public trust. This is one of the broadest grounds for impeachment in our Constitution. It refers to conduct that may not always fit nearly into criminal statutes, but nonetheless shows gross faithlessness to the public trust. And one allegation in this complaint is deeply troubling, Madam Chair and my dear colleagues. The Vice President publicly admitted that she had spoken to someone about killing the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker should something happen to her. Later, it was said that this merely was a joke. But let us be honest. Threatening the life of the head of a state is not something that can be brushed aside as humor, particularly if this was even stated by the second holder of the authority of the land. Hindi po ito biro. This is not a joke. This is not what a wife can say to the husband, papatayin kita sa loob ng kwarto. Madam Chair. When the second highest official in the land speaks of assassination, even conditionally, as said by Congresswoman Digamo, it shakes the foundation of public trust because leadership carries weight. Words from high office carry consequences. Tanungin natin ng ating mga kababayan, if you had a neighbor who worked as an employee in a government office and your neighbor posted a video saying he was planning to kill you, hahayaan mo lang ba? Or would you not want to report that person to his superiors and have him held accountable for his actions? Once again, gusto kong sabihin, hindi po ito biro at hindi po ito dapat magiging katawa-tawa sa lahat. This is not a joke. Number 4, allegations of corruption and bribery. The complaint also presents evidence suggesting that public funds may have been distributed through intermediaries, including testimony from individuals who claim to have transported large sums of cash. These are also allegations of payments connected to procurement decisions. Now, whether these claims ultimately prove true is something that must be determined through evidence. But when sworn affidavits, audit findings, and documentary records raise serious questions about how public funds were handled, Congress cannot simply look away. Because the Constitution does not allow us to look away. Precisely why there is Congress in this country. It commands us to act. Now, some may ask, why impeachment? Why not leave this to the courts? The answer is simple, Madam Chair. Because impeachment is sui generis. It is unique. Oo. It stands alone. It is a unique constitutional process. Criminal courts determine guilt and punishment, but impeachment answers a different question. Is this official still fit to hold the trust of the Filipino people? That determination belongs to Congress, ladies and gentlemen. Belongs to Congress. Others will say that a previous impeachment complaint was dismissed. That is true. But that decision was based on a procedural technicality involving the one-year bar rule, not on the merits of the allegations. This complaint presents new evidence, including issues involving SALNs and unexplained wealth that have never been adjudicated. The Constitution demands that these allegations be examined. And finally, Madam Chair, my dear colleagues, some will say that this process is political. To that, I say, impeachment is indeed political in the sense that it is entrusted to elected representatives. But it is not partisan. It is political in the same way that democracy itself is political, Madam Chair, because it involves the people's right to hold their leaders accountable. Our duty here is simple. It is not to convict, it is not to condemn, but to determine whether these allegations deserve the full process that the Constitution provides. If we refuse even to examine them, we send a dangerous message that powerful officials can evade scrutiny simply by attacking the process. But if we proceed with fairness, sobriety, and respect for due process, we affirm something far more important than any political victory. We affirm that in the Philippines, the Constitution still reigns supreme, and that no one, not even the Vice President, is above the law. Why? Because public office is both a public trust and a sacred trust. Uulitin ko po, Madam Chair, hindi po ito biro. This is not a joke. This is a solemn responsibility. And perhaps these words would also issue a warning to some of our colleagues that will make stupid analogies, Mr. Chair. I would not hesitate even to question that. Ito po, seryoso po ito. Gawin nating seryoso ang impeachment complaint na ito. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair and my dear colleagues.
Thank you, Honorable Abante. May we know if the Honorable Ortega wishes to deliver a manifestation as well?
Yes, Madam Chair.
You may proceed.
I would join.
Anong
To
split
begin with, we
personality?
recognize the endorsers
Benny
of the
Abante?
fourth impeachment
Ewan
complaint,
ko kung
the Honorable
No?
Benny Abante,
for the sake
and the
of
Honorable
impeaching the
Paulo
Vice
Ortega,
President, talagang
to make their
tinitreso,
manifestation
binibend
with
mo yung
respect to their position
narrative
on its sufficiency
Simple
in
lang naman
substance.
yung ibig sabihin ni
Madam Chair, may I
Rufus
be allowed
Rodriguez.
to please
No,
give an
hindi
You
naman
may
siya
proceed,
impeachable
Honorable Abante.
official as
Madam Chair,
Deputy Secretary.
distinguished colleagues,
No,
mga
kung ano man
kababayan
ang
po na
anomalya
nanonood ngayon sa
na
ating live streaming,
kung meron man na
The Constitution of the
nagawa
Republic
doon
of the
as
Philippines
Deputy
begins
Secretary,
with a
dapat
simple
imbestigahan yun ng ombudsman.
powerful
Kasuhan siya
principle.
doon.
ito'y inuulit
No, dapat
natin to.
yung mga reklamo
Public
sa
office
kanya
is a
ay
public trust.
as a Vice
Gusto ko lang
President
dagdagan,
kasi doon siya impeachable.
na hindi lang po ito
No, tapos
public
sasabihin
trust,
mo,
hindi
split
isang
personality,
sacred
split
trust.
personality.
At hindi
Bakit
natin
pagdating kay
maikakaila
VP Sara,
na
Bini
ibigay
Abante,
ng Panginoon
at
sa
kayo
atin.
dyan sa Kongreso,
Hindi ito yung slogan.
ang galing-galing yung
Hindi ito
mag-bend,
dekorasyon sa
mag-twist
ating
ng
mga
mga
dokumento.
narrative.
Ito ang
Pero,
pundasyon ng
noong
ating
impeachment
demokrasya.
ni Marcos,
democracy,
na klarong-klaro naman,
leaders are
no,
accountable to
maraming
the people.
korupsyon. No,
The
naghihirap ang
democracy,
bansa
no
ngayon.
official.
Di ba? Ilang taon na.
No matter how
Mula
powerful,
nung umupo
it's
siya,
about
hindi na
the
bumaba yung
Constitution.
inflation.
And
Mula
that is
nung umupo
precisely
siya,
why
hindi na
the Constitution
nakabawi
gave
ang
Congress
peso sa dolyar.
the power of
Diba?
impeachment.
Tapos grabe
Because
pa ang
without
pagnanakaw.
accountability,
No, mali-maleta,
democracy becomes
ayaw nyo
something
imbestigahan kasi
else.
sinasabi nyo, hearsay.
without
Yung
accountability,
kay Sara, puro
the
hearsay
republic
din eh.
begins to resemble a kingdom where those in
Ano?
power
Tapos
answer
sinasabi mo,
to
impeachment
no one.
is, ano yun,
We are
hustisya,
not a dictatorship,
accountability.
Madam Chair.
Ni hindi nyo na
We
mabigay-bigayan
are
kay
democracy.
Marcos eh. Hindi
where
nyo mahingi-hingi yan kay Marcos.
we believe that
No?
we must be governed
Sino
by
ba
laws
kayo?
made by Congress.
Para maghingi ng
Impeachment
accountability.
exists. So that the
Diba?
people
Kayo
through
nga
their
mismo, hindi nyo kayang imbestigahan yung hanay ninyo
Madam
dyan
Chair.
eh. tama naman
May I
si
ask the
Suntay.
most serious
Ang kakapal
question
ng
that can be
pagmumukha
asked
ninyo
of a
na
public
mag-imbestiga sa isang
Are you still worthy?
opisyal
Of the trust
na kayo mismo
given
dyan,
to you.
no, kayo
by the
mismo dyan,
Filipino people.
may bahid ng
That is the
korupsyon,
question
may
before
bahid
us
ng
today.
kademonyuhan.
Let me
Diba?
be very clear.
Kapal-kapal ng mukha ng pastor
This
na to.
proceeding
Tapos
is
habang
not
naghihiring
about
dyan, di ba,
It is not about
ano yung civil
political
service natin
factions.
na as a public
And it is certainly not about the
employee or
political
official,
ambitions of
dapat
someone
ikaw ay
who will run 2
you live
years
in a
from
modest
now.
life. Tapos
It is
yung
about
suot-suot
her
mong relo ang
responsibilities
mahal-mahal.
to the nation
Di ba?
because of the
Nagre-range siya ng 12 to
office
30 million,
she
depende
occupies
yata sa
today,
klase.
Madam Chair. It is about,
Kapal-kapal
it is
mukha
about
nyo dyan sa
whether
House of
the
Representatives.
serious allegations